Hello there, dzień dobry wieczór, z tej strony Franek, 14 karka. A dzisiaj sobie zagramy w Kingdom Come Deliverance i jesteśmy Tereską, która o. Dobra. No coś trzeba zrobić, ale nie wiem jeszcze co. Mięsa, co? Kawał mięcha, o. Podnieś. Kawał mięcha. A co dla kur? Co dla kur? Musimy mieć jakieś ziarno chyba, nie? No burak nie, no co tutaj dajecie? Trochę nie. A tutaj? Też nie. No gdzie jest? Użyj drabiny, o. O, co my tutaj mamy? Eliksir łazarz? O kurde, eliksir piewca. Grosze. Prosta suknia. O. I jesteśmy Tereską, ale fajnie. Trzewiki damskie. Pięknie wygląda. Olśniewająco. Prosta suknia. Szal. O, szal na głowę. Super. Damskie trzewiki. Albo na bosaka. Sobie będzie chodzić. Prosta suknia. Prosta suknia. Prosty surkot. Nocna koszula. Ładnie tak. Ale chyba tak będzie ładniej. Samuel.
He'll be grumpy if I wake him. I'd better let him sleep. No, I should finish my chores and not wake anyone.
Okej. Użyj drabiny. Dobrze. Tylko muszę tutaj znaleźć... Otwórz. Co my tutaj musimy znaleźć? Ziarno dla kur. Okej. Super. Mamy to. Nakarm kury. Cel osiągnięty? Jak? A raczej rozpoczęty cel. Nakarm kury.
Here, chicky. Here.
Cip.
You are girls.
Cip, taś. Kurki, halo, tutaj. Nie ma więcej? Halo. Dobra, bies. Chodź tutaj. Biesku. Jedzenie.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Spodoba ci się. Ale mam fajny turban. Wiesz. Niam. Elegancko.
That's a good boy.
Grzeczny piesek, zjadłeś sobie?
That's my boy.
Jedzenie. Jeszcze mu dać? Bo nie, taki kawał został, nie? kawał mięsa dostał. Kury jedzą sobie, czy nie? No coś tam sobie dziubują. Pokrzywa, o! Pięknie. Jeszcze tutaj mamy mleczyk. Mniszek. Ziółka przydrożne. Pokrzywa. Okej, no. Więcej nie będziemy tutaj. Zobaczmy, co zrobiliśmy, a czego jeszcze. Codzienna rutyna. Wypiel ogród. Wypiel? Jak piel. Wybiel. Może wybiel. Powinno być. Co teraz? Gdzieś musimy się tutaj udać. Ty, czekajcie. W drugą stronę chyba. O. Tutaj, o. A, chyba wyplewić. O to chyba chodziło, nie? Tak. Plewić. Plewić trzeba. Chwasty tutaj są. Ale ładnie tutaj. Wszystkie tutaj te chwasty po... Okej. Kurczę. Dobra, bies, chodź tutaj. Chodź tutaj, bies, i zostań.
Wait here for me.
Zaczekaj. Dobrze, bies?
Stay.
Okej. Sobie tutaj zostań. Żebyś tutaj nie łaził po kapuscie, żebyś, albo nie nasikał przez przypadek. No. Albo nie rozkopał tutaj dziury. Okej. Okej, idziemy tutaj. Teraz tutaj. I do kieszeni chowasz?
That should do it. The
Okej.
garden is looking how it should have
Wypiel.
been.
Wyplewić. O to chodziło. Rozumiem, teraz już rozumiem. W pierwszej chwili dla mnie to było jakieś kurczenie. Ale pięknie tutaj. No dobra. Chyba wszystko, nie? Wszystko tutaj. Teraz trzeba ze swym ojcem porozmawiać. Szukaj, zostań.
That's a good boy. That's
Dobra,
look
jedzonko.
what I've got. You'll love.
A masz mięsko jeszcze. Jedz sobie i smacznego. Ja idę do ojca. Do tego potrzebuję.
You're like a lost soul.
Ojciec. Halo.
Teresa, come here.
Czekaj. Zobaczę. O! Ścibor. Prawie mi
What's the
wylazłeś
matter
na
with
głowę.
you today, girl?
Witaj.
You're like a lost soul.
Ej. Możemy pogadać?
God be with you.
How's it going,
Oczekujesz czegoś,
Steve?
bracie?
Do you need anything?
No, I'll just be hanging around the mill today.
Okej.
Carrying sacks of flour and that. And in the afternoon, I'll go and check the fish trap. Then me and Pa have some matters to attend to in the evening.
What matters?
It's nothing to worry your pretty little head about, sister.
Oh yeah, the Millers and their secret matters.
Młynarze i ich
Aye,
tajemnice.
something like that.
Tam ojciec już marudzi, kurde.
Come here.
Czekaj. Czy tam jeszcze ktoś jest? O. Obudzimy. Samuel. Samuelu. Chodzę ci po głowie. Dobra. Dobra, ojciec,
What's the
nie.
matter with you today, girl?
Nie.
You're like a lost soul.
Dobra, spokojnie.
What do you need, Papa?
Go up and see the blacksmith. He made some nails for me. Here's some coin.
All
Do
right.
Kowala,
Anything else while I'm at it?
czyli do mojego starego.
Unless you want to
Musisz iść.
stop off at the market and buy some supplies. And before you go, wake Samuel. The boy's still lying in bed and won't stir. He ought to follow your example and Stebor's. You two don't have to be pushed to work. Well, at least he's still better than that good-for-nothing Zbyszek. The lazy wretch. A helper like that isn't worth a
40
damn.
groszy.
If it weren't for his father, God rest his soul, I'd have thrown him out on his ear long ago.
Okej, to obibok.
Aye, he's an idler, that one. And he'd hardly give you the time of day, never mind a kind word.
God will reward him in kind one day. Mark my words. You could tell him to get his ass to work too.
Right, go for nails, send Samuel and Zbyszek to work. If
Nie
it's
będziemy
at all
go
possible.
traktować łagodnie. Po
Aye,
tym, co
just so.
zrobił teraz.
Oh, and Teresa, once you've done all your chores for the day, I've a little surprise for you.
A
Oh.
surprise, Pa. Don't you want to tell me about it now?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Ah.
What kind of surprise would it be if I told you, girl?
Oh, all right.
ale nas, kurczę, stary. Okej. Sibor. Idziemy jeszcze... Co my tutaj musimy zrobić? Obudź Samuela, o! Możemy obudzić jeszcze Samuela, który tutaj śpi na górze. Samuelu, obudź się.
Sammy, get up. It's broad daylight and the birds are singing.
Yeah, I'm up.
Have a bite to eat before going to the mine.
All right, Ma. You don't have to treat me like a child.
Nie
Looks
jestem
like
twoją
it'll be
mamą.
nice today, eh? I could go to the pond fishing.
But you have to go to work.
I know. But maybe I can slip off after lunch.
There'll be no slipping off. You know very well Nemoy has been complaining about you.
What about dropping that pail on Tonda's head? It was an
Dobra.
accident.
Not the first accident you've had, though, was it?
Well, there you go then. If I leave early, nothing will happen to anyone. And you can cook the fish for lunch tomorrow.
You silly sod. All you ever do at the pond is lie around. The only thing you'll catch is more trouble from the mine master when he finds out. Well, if you're not a child, you can sort it out yourself with Nemoy.
Don't I always?
O, wstał. Samuelu, wstań. Otwórz. Nic tam nie ma. Samuelu. Wyskoczy ci na głowę. Dobra. Teraz mogę użyć drabiny. Nie mogę użyć wcześniej. Bo już, kurczę, tutaj nam... Dobra, obudziłem i teraz... Obudziłam? Tak. Zagoń Zbyszka. Dobra, idziemy zagonić tego obiboka. Tu idzie nasz Ścibor. O ty dranio, ty sobie tutaj bimbasz, co?
Pa says you're idle, and if you carry on like that, he'll throw you out.
Ah, why would he do that? Then he'd be left only with Stibor, and
Ścibor.
Stibor's not going to break his back working either.
Uważaj, co mówisz. A co, będziesz... Uważaj, co mówisz.
Listen, Zbyszek. Pa's not happy with you, and if he says you're idling, you'd better make a bit of effort. I'm only telling you for your own good. You wouldn't want to lose your job now, would you?
You lot are always going on about work as if it was a blessing from heaven. All right. I'll get to work.
Okej,
Anything for a
udało
bit
się.
of peace.
That's more like it. You'll see it doesn't hurt.
Jednak to... O. Lepiej mi idzie jako Tereska niż jako jakoby bym... Dobra, niech sobie tutaj zostanie. Albo niech sobie bies będzie inne komendy. Biegnij wolno.
Come along, free.
A ze mną jak? Nie, po prostu sobie... A. Okej. Okej, dobra. Przeskakujemy, idziemy. Idziemy zatem tak, idziemy do naszego grodu. Do Kowala. Tak, idź do Kowala po gwoździe. Okej, no to sobie biega sobie bies.
You're of no use to life. Too delicate to stand the smell of manure.
While the likes of you sleep in it. And I studied so I wouldn't have to do such menial labor as
Oh.
you.
Bierz.
You what?
You shit grubber!
Better to have shit in a stable than in your head.
Uczeń
Those books of yours are of
stajenny.
no use in the real world of ordinary people.
And indeed they have no place there. The only use you have for paper is to wipe your ass.
Co się tutaj
Books
dzieje?
belong in the hands of your betters. Only a pitchfork belongs in yours. And tell me, what can a peasant like you know of God?
I know what the priest told me, and what do you know?
And what if the priest lies? What if the scriptures say something different?
Bierz go.
How would you know when you can only listen to what you're told like a sheep?
It's enough for ordinary people to listen, and they're fine.
Porozmawiajmy zatem. Co się odwali teraz? Halo, wczytywanko mnie zastało. Dosyć długie. Coś tutaj nie gra, ewidentnie.
What are you two quarrelling about here, for the love of God?
This pipsqueak here claims studying is as hard a job as working in the stables.
I most certainly did not, because study is of course much harder work than mucking out a bit of horse manure.
See? That's what I'm talking about, and yet it's as clear as day.
Hang on. What's as clear as day?
That study is as hard as mucking out stables, if not harder.
A man who doesn't work with his hands is an idler, and a good for nothing. Am I wrong?
Na początku mam kilka pytań. Mam kilka
I'd like to
pytań.
ask you a couple of questions before answering.
Co uczony robi w skalicy? Dlaczego uważasz... Okay.
You're a scholar. What are you doing in Skalitz?
I'm on my way to Sasau with letters.
Do
This
Sazawy.
ingrate here is stabling my horse overnight before I continue my journey.
Okej, rozumiem.
What does your work involve, student?
I'm no
Żak.
student, but a baccalaureus. Having
Bakałarzem.
completed the
Albo
trivium of the
jesteś
Faculty of
bakłażanem,
Liberal
gościu.
Arts in the University of Prague. Grammar, rhetoric, and dialectics are my work. While this yokel wouldn't be capable even of learning Latin, Father arranged that I will serve as a teacher in Kuttenberg for 2 years before returning to the university to attend the quadrivium. To teach and be taught, that is real work.
Gdzie służysz stajenny?
You serve Sir Radzig at the castle, don't you, Master Groom?
Aye, and Sir Radzig is very pleased with my work. I can be rightly proud of what I do, and I bring home a nice wage too. The children are fed, and the wife can buy herself a nice scarf from time to time. I'm satisfied with my lot. How many people can say that?
Panie koniuszy,
What's so hard about your job, Master Groom?
That's real work. Not like this parasite here does. On my feet from dawn till dusk, feeding, mucking out, grooming. By evening, I'm dead on my feet. I'm doing something real, see? Something that makes sense. Horses are needed for work, for the lords, for riding out, even in times of war. And someone has to care for those horses. All this good-for-nothing can do is mouth off. But he'd never be able to do a real job.
Okej, proszę się tutaj się
That's all I
uspokoić.
need to know. You're both right, but not one of you has a grain of sense. Work is work, whether it's done with your hands or your heart.
Ah, rhetoric worthy of Socrates himself.
A,
And
widzicie,
out of the mouth of a woman.
Sokrates, właśnie
I
uczył mnie
bow to
Sokrates...
you, good maiden. The professors of Prague could learn a thing or two from you.
Are you saying this good-for-nothing here, who has to beg for his beer at the tavern, is my equal? But to hell with it. I won't argue.
Bo zaraz tutaj mój bies... bierz go. Bierz. Albo bym sobie przetestował to w sumie. Gra została zapisana, tak? Okej. Powiedzmy, że tak. Bierz go.
Somebody help!
Good day, Teresa.
Quick! Everyone! Come here!
Dobra, stój,
Do predele!
stój.
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle.
O kurde.
Surrender!
You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
Ale jaja. O nie! O!
Bring it on.
A, no to gonią mnie!
Enjoy this.
O! O! Dobra, nieważne. Tak, jestem pewny, że chcę sobie załadować. Dobra, koniec. Opilstwo. Okej. Rausz. Okej. Kac. Alkoholizm. Okej, rozumiemy. Dobra. To tylko tyle chciałem sprawdzić sobie. Ale dobra. Dobra. Lecimy.
Good day, Teresa.
Górnik.
Herbs for your kitchen, as well.
Sprzedawca
Good
maści.
day.
Witaj. Hello there. Potrzebuję lekarstwa?
I'm wounded. Have you got something for it?
By all means. I'll have a look at you and we'll see. If you've got the...
You know what? I've changed my mind.
As you wish.
Okej. Czworolist pospolity. Dziurawiec. Eliksir bycza krew. O. Eliksir na trawienie. Mak, maść, mięta, mniszek, nagietek. O kurczę, rumianek, świetlik, szałwia, rumianek, pokrzywa, wilcza jagoda, zbawienny sznaps, żywokost. Żywokost. Dobra, a mogę sprzedać chwasty. Mniszek, pokrzywa. Wszystkie te chwasty. Targuj się.
Can we do something
Utargujmy
about
się.
the price?
Sure, why not?
Okej. A może tak. Złóż ofertę.
Are we agreed?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Okej. O, albo bierz. Bies. Gdzie jest mój piesek? O. Dobra, idziemy teraz. Może spotkamy Henryka. Uczeń. Stajenny. Ale przypał byłby, nie? Kurki. A czy Teresa... O, Teresa też może bić. Okej.
Good health to you, Teresa.
Żona Niemca. Bierz. Okej.
God bless. What can I help you with?
Co
What's
słychać?
new in the village?
There's to be a
słychać
dance
we
this
wsi?
evening. Again? Can we not find some other way to enjoy ourselves for a change? Harvest Festival, Pentecost Festival, dances, church, and dances again.
What else would we do for fun?
I heard they have combat tournaments in Rattay sometimes. The men put on shining armour and folk can watch them battering each other. That must be lovely to watch. Why can't we have something like that once in a while? After all, Sir Radzig is the royal hetman.
But for a tournament, you need knights. We don't have enough here in Skalitz.
Ah, but Sir Hanish's tourney in Rattay is even for commoners. Even our fellas could enroll there.
Oh my god, don't say that too loud. I can just imagine how my brothers would be tripping over each other to enroll.
They wouldn't be the only ones, would they? How about that Henry? He's always waving that wooden sword around like you'd think he was getting ready to go on crusade. But there's an interesting thought now. Which of our fellas do you think would win?
Frycek? Maciej.
Henry would win for sure. He's always practicing with that wooden sword, like you say. And besides, he's a blacksmith's son. They're always strong from hammering iron all day.
Do you think so? Don't say anything, but I think that Henry's a bit of a fool.
Ździebko
And he doesn't
przygłupi.
overwork himself at that forge.
Anyway,
Okay.
enough about tourneys. I must be on my way. Take care.
Hehe. Bo tak naprawdę on nas Henryk słucha, więc możemy mu się... Bierz, wieśniaczka. Karczma. Karczmy. Gospoda. Młynarze. Możecie sobie przeczytać. A nie będę się tym zajmował. To strasznie dużo tego wszystkiego. Dobra. Oberżysta? O. Blanka jeszcze żyje. Alex.
Got it for you right here.
Niemiec.
God save Teresa.
Alex.
How are you?
What news, neighbour?
Have you heard that King Wenceslas's half-brother Sigismund and his foreign soldiers sacked Kuttenberg? I expect he wanted to lose his brother's silver to pay for his campaign against his allies.
Hordy
That horde of
Tatarów i
Tartars and
najemników.
mercenaries he has doesn't come cheap.
Why would King Sigismund turn against his own brother like that?
He wants to depose him, that's why. He and those foreign lords of his think Wenceslas isn't paying enough attention to the problems of the Empire. Well, that's easy to say, but if you ask me, the whole world is going to hell. Not even the church is able to stick together, and now we
Duch
have two
papieży.
popes? How is a
Kurde.
person supposed to know what to believe in anymore?
To macie...
I heard something about it. Were many people killed?
No. Those cowardly burghers surrendered to Sigismund without a fight and begged him for their lives on their knees in the mud.
Okej. Kiedy to się
What do you
skończy?
think will happen?
It's starting to stink like a few years ago. You were still a little girl then, so you wouldn't know, but Wenceslas had to yield to his own lords. Jobst of Moravia and his League of Lords
Okej,
even
panie
abducted
Alex.
Wenceslas and locked him up in Austria. Wenceslas's younger brother John and his cousin, Prokop of Moravia,
Prokop
got him released in the
Luksemburski.
end.
Well, at least some of his family remained loyal to him.
Well, yes. Only John and Prokop had to make some concessions to the lords in Prague that the king didn't agree with, so they fell out with him in the end anyway. I don't reckon
dobra.
they'll be willing to come to his aid
Dobra,
again.
znamy to, bo...
The more I hear
Szlachta...
about politics, the less sense it
Szlachta
makes.
i polityka,
I must
no...
get back to work.
No właśnie. Będziemy gadać o tym, to
Here, just as you
zgupiemy.
ordered.
Blanka!
Bianca, how come you're up so bright and early?
Papa has me running around from dawn till dusk. You know how it is.
Indeed I do.
I'm glad you're here, Tess. You've got to help me
Tereso.
with something. But first, can you go and see Henry for me? He's at the sheepfold by the stockade, as usual.
Okej.
Oh, playing around with wooden swords again?
Aye, he's getting ready for the life of a mighty warrior.
Well, at least we know he'll be able to protect you from outlaws with wooden swords.
Oh well, boys and their games. Listen, would you bring him a beer from me?
But why don't you bring it yourself?
If Pa saw me running after Henry, he'd tan my hide. But I can't leave him dry in this heat.
All right, I'll bring the beer to him.
Thanks. And don't forget to tell him it's from me.
Everyone knows all the beer in Skalitz is from you and your pa.
You know what I mean. And listen, Tess. Once you've given him the beer, come back to me again. Meanwhile, I'll make an excuse to Pa. I need you to go somewhere with me. But I'll tell you all about it
Okej.
later.
Ale dziwnie
Run
się
along
układa.
before the beer gets
Będziemy
warm.
teraz... Będziemy teraz, kurczę, tylko Tereską grać? Jeszcze Niemiec.
God be with you.
What news, neighbor?
News? Have you not heard, girl? The Empire is falling asunder under the hands of the king.
How do you mean?
King Sigismund of Hungary besieged Kuttenberg, and quite rightly too, in my opinion.
Dobra.
I'm not the only one who would rob.
My pleasure.
Zygmunt jest okrutny, a ten Wacław to taki obibok to.
Such affairs have nothing to do with the likes of me. What I care about is how much grain we have to keep the mill making a living for us. Affairs of...
You're quite right. A woman should not trouble her heart. You had better go back to your chores, though that you do.
Dobra, dobra. Blanka. Dobra, idziemy zanieść piwo Henrykowi. Mapa. Pokaż mapę. Gdzie się znajduje Henryk? Okej, on pewnie gdzieś tam. Adam. Bierz go. Bierz Adama. Okej. Dobra, idziemy zatem do Henryka.
God be with you, Henry. Mind you don't get hurt.
Good day, Teresa.
O, jest Henryk. Jest Henryk.
I brought you a beer. I'd say you need it after a hard battle.
Ah, great. It's as hot as Pa's Forge out here today. That's very sweet of you to get me a beer.
Jest ode mnie. Jest od Blanki.
Actually, Bianca sent it. Her pa doesn't want her to come here.
Ah, I see. I'll make it up to her this evening.
I don't want to know how. How come you're training on your own today? You're usually here with that vagabond. What's his name?
Nie
Vanya.
będziemy przecież zdradzać
And he's
koleżanki.
not a vagabond. He's a wayfaring combat master.
Well, it looks like he's off wayfaring somewhere else today.
Yeah. More likely sleeping off last night's boozing. Actually, since I've no opponent today, wouldn't you like to have a go? I mean, a bit of swordplay. I could teach you.
Me? Swordplay?
Sure. Why not?
Ah.
Then. I accept your challenge, young sir, but I must warn you, I can swat a mouse with a broom with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I knew you had the heart of a warrior. Let's go then.
Ruszajmy. Wyjmij.
Come on then.
Dobrze.
Show me what you're made of. Whoever is the first to hit the other 10 times is the victor.
What if I hurt you, though?
Ah, don't worry. I can handle it.
O! Dawaj. Dawaj go! Kurczę, no! Nie to potrafię od razu ten. Jak jestem... Jak jestem... Halo! Dawaj go! O! Dobra, troszkę trzymaj dystans, kobito. O! Nie! Nie! Czekaj. O! No, co jest? Halo! Ej! Kurde. O!
Don't go easy on me, Hal.
Ah, very good.
Ale jaja.
Henry, really?
O! O! Tam.
Now that is hardly chivalrous behavior.
O, tutaj takie...
Now,
Y,
I shall have to fight for my honor. Take that, you scoundrel! Are you alright?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Are you mad at me?
Sekundę.
No, of course
Sekundę.
not. It's my own stupid fault.
Well, that'll teach you to go around slapping decent, God-fearing girls on the backside.
Tutaj
Let me have a look at it.
No, it's only a scratch and a couple of splinters. And I
drzask.
didn't mean to, you know.
Oho.
No, really, it's nothing.
You know how it is, Hal. He who lives by the sword.
Dies by the splinter, eh?
Ginie od drzazgi.
There now.
O.
By the way, you owe Bianca for that beer.
Okej. Fajnie. Szermierka wykonana. A teraz bierz go! Bierz go! Henryk. To ja. Dobra. Idziemy do Blanki jeszcze. Bo obiecaliśmy jej. Bierz go. Ale byłaby jaja. Byłyby jaja.
Greetings, Tess.
Wieśniaczka.
Just a few small things. Everything.
Antonina. Witaj.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's new with you, Antonia?
Antonio. Banderas.
My husband keeps complaining about a cough and a running nose. With all the moaning he does, you'd think you ought to call the gravedigger. And then,
O.
in the evening, he ups and off to the tavern. Men. They get a tickle in the throat and they think they're dying. But put a tankard of ale in front of them.
Aha, X.
Picky is he? That's putting it.
Jarmiła.
God safe. What can I do?
Słuchać.
New in the village, Yarmila?
Did you happen to meet that scholar who's been wandering around here since yesterday? He told me a wonderful story from olden times when Princess
Libusza.
Libusa ruled. You've heard about Libusa, haven't you?
She only started not long ago. Always in the evening, while there's...
Nie słyszałem.
No, I don't know her. Who was she?
Really? I thought everyone knew that story. She was a princess of bygone days who married a plowman, and he later became king.
Aha.
But she was a seer too,
Założyła
and she
Pragę.
had all sorts of visions. And she founded Prague.
That's interesting. What did the scholar tell you about her?
About the Maiden's War. Would you like to hear it?
Dobra.
Maiden's War.
Wojna
That
dzielnic.
sounds like a good story. Tell me about it.
They could live, how did he put it? Free of the yoke of marriage.
Troszkę
They bore
przeskipowałem,
arms
ale
like
wiecie.
men and waged war. And they chose
Troszkę
their
długo,
own leader.
długo te
And they
gadania
even
są.
dressed like men. Can you believe it?
What happened to them?
He said they were so bold that they even built their own fortress where no man was allowed.
They really did that themselves.
Oh, aye. And when the menfolk found out, they were envious. They came together in great numbers and built their own fortress in sight of the Maiden's one.
What? Men and women lived separately in their own castles?
They did, and they waged war on each other. The men were braver, but the women often outsmarted them.
Naturally. How did it end up?
In the end, they agreed on a truce. To celebrate peace, they feasted for 3 days, and each man took away one bride.
Oh. I was expecting it to end differently.
I'd be happier too if the women won and could grab any husband they wanted.
A pretty picture indeed. Thanks for the stop.
Dobra.
I must be going. Our fortress is still ruled by men, and they haven't.
Dobra. Takie babskie gadanie. A my tu idziemy do Blanki, bo przecież...
Good day to you. What do you need?
What else was it you wanted from me?
No,
You brought
też
that beer
chciałaś.
to Henry then?
I did.
Uh-huh. And what did he say?
He had no one to train with, so we had a bit of swordplay together.
You playing with swords?
Yes, and as it happens, I did quite well. Actually, a bit too well. I hit Henry on the hand and wounded him.
Really, Tess? I never knew you were such a warrior girl. He had it coming, the donkey. Maybe it'll dampen his enthusiasm for adventure. All right, but now I can tell you what I wanted. Fancy a walk in the woods?
Right now? You want to court me in the
Teraz
State
coraz
of
bardziej
Pines?
mi się ta Tereska bardziej
No.
podoba.
I need to pick herbs for distilling schnapps. Henry's favorite.
Brawo, Henryk. Jakich ziół
What herbs
potrzebujesz?
do you need?
I've got almost everything except belladonna. I know a clearing where the
Wilcze
best
jagody.
plants grow.
Belladonna? But that's deadly poison.
It is, if you don't know what you're doing. But don't worry, I haven't poisoned anyone yet.
Czego nie
Why don't
zrobisz
you
tego
go and
sama?
pick it yourself?
Pa won't let me go on my own. They say a wolf was seen in the woods
Wolf,
recently.
wolf.
A wolf?
So they say.
Wilk.
But it was old Blaha who claimed to see it, and he's never sober. Still, I
Okay.
wouldn't want to go there alone.
Couldn't your brother go with you?
Adam, he'd shit himself if he saw a wolf. And besides, someone has to take care of the tavern. But he could lend us his bow. Good thinking, Tess.
Thanks.
Znowu Henryk?
Henry's favorite. I see.
Yes, I'd like to give it to him tomorrow.
I might have known it'd be about Henry again.
Well, you know how it is, Tess. Don't worry, you'll find a fella one day.
That's easy to say when you work in a tavern where there are fellas swarming around you all day. All I see at the mill are sacks of flour.
What about Zbyszek?
Zbyszek? I'd rather settle for a sack of flour.
I suppose. Your pa would never let Zbyszek have you anyway. Not long ago, when he had a few too many, I heard him say how he was going to get you the richest husband for miles around.
Oh, Pa. I hope that was just the beer talking. So, you're going to borrow a bow from Adam, and then you want me to go with you to pick belladonna in the woods.
Actually, it's not entirely that simple. Adam won't lend me his bow. The last time he did, I broke the string. You'll have to get it from him. Anyway, I don't know how to shoot. But
Stibor.
Stibor taught you, didn't he?
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
It doesn't matter. If the wolf sees a bow, he won't come near us. So will you go and ask Adam? You know he's always liked you. Just give him a wink and the bow is yours.
You might be able to do that with Henry, but me, well...
Come now. You're as pretty as any lass in the province. And once you've got the bow, meet me on the bridge by the lake, alright?
Alright,
Dobra.
I'll help you.
Deal. Save Teresa.
Gra została zapisana. Super, jak świetnie. Otwórz. Dlaczego mi zamknęli? Ktoś mi zamknął. Adam.
God be with you.
I heard you're a really good archer.
Blanka
And that
podsłuchuje.
you've even got your own bow.
Yeah. I've got a bow. I made it myself. And I can hit the tree behind the tavern at 20 paces.
Good heavens, that's amazing. Would you lend me your bow for a while?
Lend my bow? To a girl? Well, I don't know, Teresa.
Wybieram się do lasu, dlatego potrzebuję trochę.
Hey, Adam. If you lend me
To
your
zatańczę z
bow,
tobą.
I'll dance with you at the next celebration.
Oh? You would? Really? All right.
Ale
Here's the
łatwo.
bow then. And some
Masakra.
arrows.
Ale
Take it
łatwo.
all.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Ale łatwo. Ja bym mojego miecza nie pożyczył. Tak łatwo.
Ha! Me and Teresa are going to pick herbs. Adam, keep an eye on
Bierz
things while I'm
Blankę.
gone.
Bies. Dawaj. Dobra, czy damy radę? O, zadanie poboczne, no. Chyba raczej wpierw to zrobimy, bo później może być... Okej. Przy moście. Dobra, no biegnij. Gdzie teraz biegniesz? Tędy. O, konik. Gdzie biegniesz, Blanka?
I've lost everything. I've no
Good
roof over
health
my
to you,
head.
Teresa.
O, żebrak.
I've
Kim jesteś?
seen you in Skalitz, but I've never spoken to you before.
No, not many people talk to me.
Why is that?
Why? Because I'm a stranger here, and people would rather look after their own than strangers.
U nas jest troszkę na odwrót. Powiedziałem. Czemu tu
Why are you
żebrzysz?
begging?
I lost everything. I had a wife, a home, children.
Krowy i
I had
owce.
cattle and sheep. Then
Wow.
foreign soldiers came and took it all from me. They killed and burned. Only I survived.
What soldiers do you mean?
I don't know.
Co to
One
za-
soldier's the same as the next. I fled far away to this peaceful land, as far as I
Okay.
could from the scene of my
Na niedługo,
suffering.
bo ta spokojna kraina znowu się zrobi niespokojna. Dobra, dam ci
I'll
sobie.
give you something. Wait,
A few groschen will do.
here you are. At least you can get yourself a bite to eat.
Oh, thanks a thousandfold. God sees your good deed and will watch over you.
I'll give you something.
A few
Here you are.
No dam ci jeszcze troszkę.
I'll give you something. Here you are.
Dobra. Bywaj. Oj, tam Blanka już poszła daleko. No dobra, chyba mi się wydaje, że w tym odcinku to by było na tyle. Także dziękuję Państwu za uwagę i do usłyszenia niebawem. Bywajcie. Mamy tutaj bardzo już długi odcinek, także bywajcie.